Hey, happy, what day is it? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. Jocelyn Briggs here with Boundless Pursuits Coaching and Training, and I am here to share with you another cooking demo, cooking show, whatever you want to call it. Cook with me. So tonight, I want to share with you a chicken burger recipe that I'm trying. I've never made this before, so we will see. If you live in our area, is it still on sale? Never mind, it's not on sale anymore. But ground chicken was on sale. So I grabbed some because I wanted to try using it instead of ground beef for some recipes. And if you've been following me and following kind of my cooking and my food demos, you will know that I talk a lot about my summer strategy for managing the damage of summer, but still enjoying myself, is to prep ahead protein and then have 3 to 4 salads made. So this week I made a potato salad that was vegan-ish. So you can look back and find that recipe and that cooking fun. It's really tasty, actually. I am absolutely loving it. Like, I look forward to eating it every day. I made a summer vegetable salad, it was called. It's delicious too, like so good. And I haven't gotten to the third salad, which is a farro salad, so I'll probably make that tomorrow because we're going to go camping on Sunday, so I want to take some salads. That was one of my camping hacks last year, was to have a bunch of salads made up, and then like for lunches and dinners we just grab, or we just have to cook some meat. So if we're at home, I like to cook the meat ahead of time so I'm not actually cooking. So I'm actually handing off this once I put it together to the actual cook who's over there, Chris. But I could cook these if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because he's the grill master. So super simple. I have 2 pounds. It's a 1 pound. You need 1 pound, but I'm doubling it. Can I freeze these even though they expire today?
Yes, you can freeze them.
Okay, so I can freeze it. I was having a moment. I thought I could, but I was like, do I need to cook them? Anyways, the meat needs to be cooked today. So we're cooking it up, and I thought I would freeze some to have for later, and then I'm going to cook a bunch. And so that way, these could be added to, I need to get that Pampered Chef squishy thing. I don't have it. I keep looking at it thinking, I don't need that. I need it right now. Okay, so I'm just putting in a bowl. I've got my ground chicken. You could use ground turkey, I imagine, too. I don't know. This recipe's for ground. It's super simple. So if you're doing one, it says that it makes 4 patties. I'm doubling it because I want to have extra. Because my strategy is to cook as little as possible. So then if I make extra, I don't have to cook again for a little bit. That's how I strategize, avoiding to cook. Okay, this avocado is... Okay, I'm going to grab another one. Being fussy. Okay, so you're basically going to have a pound of ground chicken. You're going to have 1 avocado. I'm going to throw the avocados in. That didn't work. I like to just do this. I saw a really cool way to peel avocados. I'm like, I don't know. I've always just done it this way. Just cubed it up. So let me know if you're jumping on. What are you having tonight? Are you loving this heat? Or are you kind of like, holy crap, like what, have I moved to the jungle or what? It is so hot. I'm not going to complain, but it's hard. I find it hard to exercise in. I don't love exercising in this heat at all. So then I squeeze it and all the little hunks come out. So that's what I'm doing with my avocado. I'm pretty excited that we're gonna be let out of those of us who live in Ontario. We're gonna be freed soon. Like, so much goodness is happening, you guys. You may have seen, I posted on my Facebook that I usually I'm very good with my avocados. I don't know what's happening right now. Probably because I'm on live camera, so they're not cooperating. Usually I'm an avocado whiz, but I picked up my new RV yesterday. It's on my street right now for a couple days. We're going camping on Sunday. I managed to get a last-minute reservation locally, so I'm excited about that because I'm not going very far. Chris is going to be working, so he won't be with me. So I'm going to be all on my own with my 3, not even all my 3 boys. Chris is like laughing because I just licked my fingers while I was cooking, but I'm washing my hands, I want you to know right now. It may or may not be because I'm on camera. I do it because I know it bugs him. He does things that bug me too. He's ignoring me right now. Okay, so then I'm just gonna mix this up. So the other thing I'm gonna add is, I don't know, this is what they said, just smash it all together. I feel like I need to use a smasher because it's stringy, right? Ground chicken is stringy. So I'm just smashing it in. And then what I'm gonna add is, you can use breadcrumbs, but I don't tend to eat a lot of bread. Like, I'm gonna eat these as patties on, oh yeah, here it goes. Salads. What I'll probably do with these tonight is serve them on a little bit of lettuce, like a bunless patty. Serve them with a little bit of lettuce, some Dijon mustard, and tomato, I think is what I'm gonna do. So they're literally 4 ingredients plus salt and pepper. So next up is gonna be my garlic. So squishing that in. I feel like this heat makes me really lazy too and sluggish, which I think it's okay to be lazy and sluggish sometimes. I did do my workout this morning. It was torture. It was really hard. I was actually dreading it because yesterday was so hot, but I hear that the heat is supposed to break today. This is what Chris tells me. We watched CP24 for the first time in, I don't even know. I can't even watch the news right now. I like, just in general, I just can't even watch the news. That's just a life rule. Huh? Turn it off? Okay, so I'm adding in garlic. So I have ground chicken, avocado, chopped garlic. I'm adding, you can add panko breadcrumbs. I'm adding ground almonds, almond meal. So you can grind your own. If you have a really good blender, I have a Vitamix, I can actually grind my own. And then it suggests to add a chopped up poblano or jalapeno pepper. I'm gonna pass on those. I was gonna throw in some red, if it was for me only, I think my daughter's gonna try them. So I'm adding some salt and pepper now. I was gonna add some red chili flakes. That's what I would probably recommend. Think they're that spicy? Do you think they're okay cooked in or no? Red chili? No, Renell won't eat it, he said. We'll just keep them plain. So what you could do is maybe add something spicy to it when you're serving it.
Sriracha sauce.
Sriracha sauce. Okay, that's it. So I'm gonna get my hands dirty here in a second, I think, and just go into this and then I should get 8 patties out of this. I have a patty maker thing. Oh my gosh, if you guys don't have one of these, I bought this for Chris for Christmas, because you know how like men are like the hardest to buy for, right? To put stuff in their stockings. So I bought this because we do burger patties a lot in our house. When I had really, like, I was a mess. I was severely anemic. I had a lot of issues with my iron. When I hired a running coach, one of the things he told me to eat was burgers. He's like, eat some burgers. And he specifically, he didn't say eat a steak. He said eat, actually this comes together pretty easy. He said eat a burger. So, and the boys like burgers. So I bought this thing, I'll show you. Need to grab a plate. Actually don't know how to use it. I bought it for Chris. Chris uses this all the time, like all the time. Like multiple times a week. So I actually just bought a second one to take camping with us because I just don't think we can live without it. So what do? Just squish the meat in here?
Put the meat in there and squish it down.
Squish it down. Okay, so watch this. So I'm gonna put the meat in here. So how easy was that, right? Oh shoot, I wanted to make the small ones. So I push it in here. So I just put this in here. Huh? I'm making small ones. I'm making sliders because that way I can have 2 and it feels like I get to eat more. And then what? Then what?
Small side.
Huh? This? Push?
Put it flat on the ground. With the counter.
I should have just had him do this for you. Yeah, then I know it.
Put it on, you turn it.
I turn this, but then it's gonna squish.
That's what it's supposed to do.
And where does it come out? Just. Wait, no, hold on. See, now he's
So
black.
sticky.
Because it's chicken. Maybe if I just.
Do it with a knife.
I don't want to use that knife, it'll slice it. Okay, so apparently this doesn't work quite as. There it is. So it's not. When you use ground beef, it's pretty, but look at that. It's like a perfect little. Let's squish it down a little bit. A perfect little patty. So that's big. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of those. I'm not sure how many this recipe will make. He's overseeing that I'm using this tool correctly. So I guess you just put the meat in and then you squish it, is what he's saying. You squish it down. I don't want to squish it too much because it's different. It's not, but honest to goodness, it makes the most delicious burgers. Like, we were tending to buy the ones from Costco because they always came out so good. There we go. Just you can't squish it in so much. There we go. Super easy. And I don't have to get my hands dirty. We were buying, because we both agreed, like you could buy last year ground beef from Costco. So, you know, Chris is allergic to eggs, so we don't put eggs in our burgers because, obviously, because he's allergic. So we don't put breadcrumbs, and we usually just buy ground beef and make patties out of it. But there was something about the Costco patties that they had, like, made up like this that you could buy that came out, like, perfect every time. They were so good. They didn't, like, shrink up. And I was hooked. I'm like, I have to have these. They're so good. And this makes burgers just as good. Like every single time they come out perfect. So this is awesome. So we just bought one also for our camper so that when we're away, we tend to do this ahead of time. Chris usually, does this ahead of time at some point during the week, just makes a whole bunch of patties. So again, it's prepping and planning so that the work is taken out of it. So he's going to cook these up for me, and I will post a picture of them in the comments to show you what they look like. And I imagine these are going to shrink up. They're kind of the perfect size right now. And then I'm going to eat them with the 2 salads that I made up already, and boom, like that's what I'm talking about, right? So I'll have food made up for the next, depending if anybody else eats these or not, several days. What would be really good on these too is like a mango salsa would be really good, or a mango or pineapple salsa would be delicious. So maybe when we go camping we'll do that. I'm not into those fruits here. Or peach. Oh my gosh, a peach salsa would be so good. Or maybe grilled peaches with it. Oh, my creative juices are flying now. All right, so that's it. Super easy, like 4 or 5 ingredients. Ground chicken, avocado. I used almond meal instead of panko breadcrumbs. If you're not averse to using, I just try to avoid bread and breadcrumbs. Almond meal is just ground up almonds, so to me it's just more of a whole ingredient. Salt and pepper and garlic, that's it. And then if you want to add a little bit of spice, I would add red pepper flakes. So let me know if you try it. Have a great evening.